YTBC. Just forget it. Let me tell you something. This is what's happening in the sport of boxing. That's why I can drop a video about the UFC. That video gets 3 times as many views as any boxing video that I ever produced. Why? Because the sport of boxing is full of crap. It's full of it. Anybody watching this fight with a brain in their head, we know Nicholas Walters won the fight. I mean, he won this fight decisively. Okay? He beat the hell out of Jason Sosa. He whooped his ass. Look at the punch stats, y'all. Jason Sosa only landed 19% of his punches. Are you kidding me, man? This is what's going on in the sport of boxing. This right here is what's going on. Okay? This is what's going on. You got these greedy ass, fat ass promoters filling their pockets. You got these greedy sanctioning bodies, IBF, WBA, WBO, WBC. You got these dumbass sanctioning bodies filling their pockets. You got the Nevada State Athletic Commission filling their pockets. Okay, you got all these organizations filling their pockets. And the people that lose out are these 2 men right here. These 2 men on the screen, they lose. Fighters lose. Boxers are always at the losing end of this, man. The fighter always gets screwed. It's not these promoters. It's not these sanctioning bodies. It's not these judges that's being bought off. You take their fat asses to a buffet and you put a couple of $1,000s in their pocket to just put these fights and to destroy these fighters. What goal did you guys have in trying to ruin Nicholas Walters? What point was it? The fight was not close. Nicholas Walters slipped. He evaded. He pivoted out of the way of most of the punches that Jason Sosa even threw. People, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. That's why the UFC, in my opinion, that's why so many more people are interested in that. Because a lot of this stuff don't go on in the UFC. First of all, in boxing, we never get the fights that we want to see when we want to see them. We don't get that. So as boxing fans in the YTBC, we kind of let that go. And then guess what? Okay, we'll take the fights we get. But damn it, if we can't get the fights that we want to see when we want to see them, at least be fair about the whole thing. And that's just the way that is. At least be fair about the whole thing. Why do we have to sit here, man? And you know what? Fine, forget it. I'm going to get on this phone. I'm going to research who I got to research to figure out who's over the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Who's over all these sanctioning bodies? Okay, who's over all of this? Because you know what? I'm gonna get their names and I'm gonna start calling them. And I'm gonna call them, and y'all gonna hear me call them. Forget it. I'm calling these guys. As soon as the Roosters come out to say, cock-a-doodle frickin' do. As soon as the Crows come out to say, God, I'm gonna be on the phone and I'm gonna be in somebody's ass. I'm gonna put the pressure on these guys. Forget it, man. I don't know. I'm one guy. But you know what? This is getting ridiculous, man. We know these guys are bought off. We know these guys are paid off. We know who's paying it off. Why in the hell can't we do something about it? And don't tell me, oh, it's about money and politics. Man, the hell with money and politics. I'm a boxing fan. These organizations, they're getting paid because of guys like me. Because of guys like you and me in the YTBC, they're making their money because we're the ones watching the fight. I keep telling y'all, the YTBC is 40 million strong. We ain't no casual boxing fans, y'all. We are diehard boxing fans. Whether you disagree with this channel or you agree with this channel, we are all diehard boxing fans, and we all talk about the same thing. We all want to see the best fights. We want it to be fair. But for once, we'll put our racial differences aside on this and think about the fighter. Think about the fighter. I am convinced that the only way that I'm convinced, man. I'm truly convinced that, you know what, it is, man. Why ruin Nicholas Walters? I don't get this. I don't get it. Why? You know the man won. We can't argue with the punch stat. Hell, sometimes we do argue with the punch stat, but I saw Nicholas Walters slipping punches, ducking punches, rolling punches. I mean, stepping out of range. Jason Sosa was missing most of the night. Even when Nicholas Walters got in on the inside, he was still missing. And somewhere in the middle rounds, Nicholas Walter staggered the hell out of Jason. I mean, he staggered him 4 times in the fight. What are these judges looking at, y'all? What are they looking at? I mean, they're looking at that. I think somebody pissed in one of their eyes, and they're looking at everything with a dumb eye. That's just the way that is. I mean, people, I don't know. But I know why UFC is much more popular. I know this. And the video views don't lie. When I drop a UFC video, when I rarely drop one, I mean, the videos, they just, man, people still watching videos from the Ronda Rousey. These are UFC fans still watching Ronda Rousey videos I put up. Boxing videos, you got a few views. People watch those and they're on to the next one. Because everybody know the BS. Okay? Everybody knows the BS that's going on in boxing. Everybody. This is the kind of stuff that we're talking about. This is it. You know, if we can't get the fights we want to see, okay, great. But damn, make it fair. We got to get some of these judges out of there, man. Forget it. And I'm going to start, matter of fact, man, I'm going to research these judges. I'm going to figure this, man, I'm calling. We got to figure out, man. Because these judges are ridiculous, man. What the hell? What were they looking at? What were they looking at? I mean, these darn judges looking at, man. Sick and tired of this mess. Tired of it. We want the sport of boxing to be an elite sport, but we can't get it. You can't get it. We still got fighters that ain't fought each other. We still got all these idiots in the 147-pound weight class. Oh, these are great fighters, but we can't ever see the fight. We can't ever see the fighters in the 160 weight-pound class. We talk about these fantasy matchups. In the UFC, guess what they're doing? They talk about the fantasy matchups, and damn it, they get to see them. The sport of boxing is all messed up. I'm done.